Storytime: The Missing Heartbeat. Kara had been visiting the fertility center for months now. It had become a routine for her to sit in the waiting room, surrounded by other couples who were also struggling to conceive. They all sat there in silence, staring blankly at the sterile hospital walls, waiting for their name to be called. Kara had gone through countless rounds of IUI and IVFs, each one bringing with it the same pain and trauma as the last. She had endured countless injections and had grown used to the constant disappointment that followed each failed procedure. As she sat in the waiting room, she couldn't help but feel envious of the pregnant women who walked past her, their swollen bellies a stark reminder of what she couldn't have. It was a painful reminder of her own failures. But Kara refused to give up hope. Despite the disappointments and heartaches, she continued to visit the fertility center, clinging to the possibility that one day she would hold a child of her own. When her number was called, Kara took a deep breath and walked into the procedure room, her heart pounding with nervous anticipation. As she lay on the table, she closed her eyes and prayed for a different outcome this time. The doctor and the nurses moved around her, prepping her for another round of IVF. Kara felt the cold metal of the equipment as it touched her skin, but she remained still, her mind racing with thoughts of what could be. As the procedure ended, Kara couldn't help but feel a sense of hope. She knew that the odds were against her, but the possibility of finally having a child kept her going. Despite the setbacks and the constant heartache, Kara refused to give up. She would continue to visit the fertility center, enduring the pain and trauma of each procedure for the chance to one day hold her own child in her arms. As the woman sat among the other helpless couples in the sterile hospital room, she couldn't help but feel like a lifeless shell. Day after day, she would remove her clothes and endure the humiliating examinations and injections. She would try to put on a brave face, but inside she felt like a ghost, her hopes and dreams fading away with each failed attempt. The emotional toll of infertility was overwhelming, and she often felt like giving up. But there was a spark of hope inside her that refused to be extinguished. She knew that the road ahead would be difficult, but she was determined to keep going, no matter how hard it got. Through the pain and trauma, she clung to the belief that one day she would hold her own child in her arms. She was not just a lifeless body enduring the process, but a woman with an unbreakable spirit and a fierce love for the child she had not yet met. But she was already a mother. The strength and resilience of women in the face of adversity is truly remarkable. The journey may be difficult, but the destination is worth fighting for. Kara realized this and pulled herself up to enter the procedure room once again as the nurse called out her assigned number.